You don't have to say anything.
It's all good. We can talk about whatever, man. I want to find out what you've been up. Okay, so, yo, what's up? Check it out. Wait, let me do a sound check right here. Okay, Cameron. Okay, can you just say a little bit something? Say a little something.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, your voice is looking good. I want to raise my level so I can actually be maybe a little bit better here. Let's see. Check, check, check. Okay, I think my level's still coming in a little bit low, but I think it's okay. Give me one more check.
Yo, yo, yo.
Okay, that's cool. All right. I guess we're about saying, hey, I'm rolling up one myself, baby. What you smoking right now? Oh, we're legalized here in New York, man. For
That was my jewel.
yeah, huh?
That was my jewel.
Or what jewel? Oh, you mean like a vaporizer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Alright. So yeah, man. For the people who's just tuning in, you may remember, you might not remember. This is my boy Cameron, aka. You know what I mean? We did a lot of events together on the Tulsi community, fan. It was a good time. And you know, Cameron was one of the hardest core dudes. He was the one willing to come out. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I met this guy. I meet a lot of people in the activist game. And, you know, honestly, there's a lot of people saying, oh, it's fucking best, right? Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that what impressed me about this guy is he was willing to stay for, you know, hours, yeah, at Union Square Park. Remember, that shit was cold, too. That shit was cold. That was my first time meeting, because I come in from, was I coming in from Newburgh at the time? I would take a bus from 2 hours outside of the city, right, yeah? Right down to fucking New York, yeah? And then I said, Tulsi, she's just not getting the right play. Fuck it, you know what I mean? So I met this guy. He goes to NYU. We went to Union Square. We went ham. You know what I mean? It was a good time, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that day too. I remember that day really well. That was it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, although it was really cold out there in Union Square. That's fine.
I think we may have been the only dedicated Tulsi podcast during the whole entire campaign. I don't know if there was other ones that were just straight dedicated to the campaign like that. Was there? I don't know.
I'm not sure either, but the videos we made were pretty unique in that sense.
No doubt, no doubt. So what you been so look, actually I've been in touch with the Tulsi people just a little bit, right? Tulsi people have been in the group kind of got splintered. Some of them went into MPP. Some of them have YouTube channels. There's another group that started on Facebook. There's a guy named Sky, you know, the guy who played the guitar for the thing. He's part of that too, you know what I mean? So there's still a little bit of activity going on. I joined the Libertarians. I remember we had a lot of talk about Libertarians. Hey, you see this right here?
Right.
Do you see this? Do you see this right here?
Nice. Yes.
I'm a card-carrying member. I'm a paid member. You know what I mean? I went all the way, bro. I'm in Libertarian land, yeah?
Welcome to the club, Ed.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Thank you so much, yeah? So what else is so what's going on with you nowadays? Anything go ahead.
Well, you mentioned before that I was going to NYU. Well, this past spring I graduated finally.
Oh, okay.
So right now I'm taking a couple of summer classes to finish my minors, because I'm double minoring. But yeah, once those classes are done, I'm free. I'm free from the hell that was college education. So
you're gonna try to go right into the workforce?
Yeah, hopefully. I know my dad wants me to get a job and move out. That's the plan.
Well, what kind of in what field are you trying to work?
Well, when I joined up with the Tulsi campaign last year.
Yeah.
Because really, what I want to get into is grassroots organizing, working on campaigns and stuff.
Yo, I got some sick news. Have you been following what I've been up to?
Yeah, dude, I've been watching a YouTube channel and stuff. I watched your.
I know they decreased a little bit. I'm sorry about all the Magic games, man. So you have been watching. Oh my goodness. So you go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't play.
Watches me. Okay.
But I do watch your videos, especially when you're going around for Yang the primary, a couple months ago.
Going around for Yang? You mean at Yang? I went on full-blown attack mode. Did you see that?
Right, yeah. Well,
okay.
There's some problems with Yang, and there's some good reasons why he ended up not winning. But yeah, that's kind of the direction I want to go. We can stream and have videos and stuff.
Let me tell you Do you know about the independent Congress thing for 22? I would love to get you involved. Actually, this Saturday I'm thinking about having a coalition meeting, and we're also thinking about going out to meet the independent Greens and Libertarians of Oregon. And I said, yo, I know my boy Cameron. You know what I mean? Let's have a convention. Let's just get all the heads together and have a good time. You know what I mean? That would be
Right.
dope. Also, you're close to New Hampshire. You ever went? They just had. Did you ever do anything in New Hampshire or anything like that? Did you hear about what's going on there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to New Hampshire when we were campaigning and stuff.
No, I meant like libertarian-wise. The Libertarian Party is going through some crazy upheavals right now on various fronts. Most are centered around New Hampshire.
Right. Well, if you've been following the LP for as long as I have, you know that the LP is kind of it's where all the crazy people kind of go. So yeah, if you've I don't know if you've seen, but like any of the debates that the LP had in 2020 or in 2016 especially, it's just absolutely wild the kind of people that show up. But yeah,
Like,
those are the people who are really dedicated. So
Vermin Supreme, how about that guy?
hell yeah, everyone knows who Vermin Supreme is.
Okay, that's cool. Yo, okay, so, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, in that. Oh, do you know my man Cannabis Sativa? Right, I think his name. Well, there's a guy who's called I Am Cannabis Sativa. He has a podcast.
He has a podcast.
Oh, my bad. Because we're talking about New Hampshire, it's been a while, but you from New Jersey, right? I just got it mixed up for a second. Yeah, you from New Jersey. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm on the Jersey Shore right now.
Oh yeah, you're on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, in Asbury Park. I just moved there from NYU, so.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, man. As in terms of the Libertarian Party, right? Also, we see that well, the Libertarian Party, there's other things going on too, right? But let's go back to, right, since this is Tulsi Tuesdays, right? And since that's kind of like way we got together with original podcast mates and all that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you and Tulsi? Like, what's Tulsi land? What's up? What do you think? What's going on?
Well, I'm on the local, so I'm a subscriber to her
Me
her
too.
local page. Right.
What up, man?
And if anyone out there hasn't subscribed to the locals page, I'd highly recommend you do it, because if you want to get, the kind of all access perspective into what's going on with her, what she's been up to, that's a really good place to go. Because I've been watching live streams and stuff, and her posts and videos. So that's a really great place to see what she's been up to and to meet with other people who are just as fanatical as us.
I'm gonna be a little critical, but then I'm gonna also hedge that. You know what I mean? So the thing is that, right? Some of the people that I've talked to have been like, Tulsi's been a little quiet. She was for a while doing the podcast every Sunday. Then lately she's kind of eased back off of it. I get it too. You know what I mean? I get it too. She's put in a lot of work, right? Also, it's actually a sensitive time, right? Yeah? Because we're about to head into the 2022 elections. One thing that's interesting, right, is actually I had asked, right, what's going on with Nina Turner? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just in Ohio this past weekend.
You're the fucking man, bro. What up? I'm glad we talking again, man. Word up. It's been too fucking long, man.
Me too.
No doubt, man. Yeah? So what was you doing in Ohio, man? What's up?
Well, I was just visiting family, and yeah. I'm not sure like how crazy people in Ohio are for Nina Turner, but
so let me tell you about this though. Hold up a second, right? Yeah, Tulsi Pack?
Right.
Tulsi Pack made a donation to Nina Turner. So now, right, Tulsi's kind of locked into that and is almost like an endorsement of Nina Turner. In fact, it kind of is, right?
Yeah. Is that her pack that she runs?
Someone actually, I asked on the locals, right? I was like, what's up? You know what I mean? And then they actually released, right? Yeah. Some type of like data from like the pack that showed that a donation was made to Nina Turner's campaign.
Right.
They are friends, but once again, that donation was made quietly and not really publicized, right? I mean, Tulsi should have been like, yo, this is a gift to my friend Nina Turner, but it was decided to keep quiet. Maybe they felt there was more politically to gain from keeping it quiet. That's sad, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand trying to, hedge your bets and not make a big deal about endorsing a specific candidate, especially like the this primary season especially in the Democrat Party, is very contentious. But yeah, I'm not sure what Tulsi's perspective would be on that. But
Yeah. I think also she says that she's in the army and stuff, and she wants to wait till she's done. And maybe, right? She's commenting a little bit on foreign stuff, but maybe she's worried about work problems because of the things she's saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're Tulsi's like commander, and you're like, you know what I mean? You gotta deal with all the political emails. Tulsi is bad because she's a Russian. You need to kick her out. You're like, oh my god,
yeah.
She served in 2 wars. Stop fucking saying these emails. But you're like, okay, you know what I mean? Yeah. So who knows what the freak is going on? Yeah.
Yeah. If I was her commander, I wouldn't really care what civilians have to say. But
yeah, but they're gonna send emails anyways. You know what I mean?
Right,
like the haters
exactly.
and shit, because they just can't fucking help themselves. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get your MSNBC haters sending emails and stuff.
Hey, do you know about the have you heard about something called the Unified Platform for 22?
No.
Okay,
no.
cool. This is a new project I'm working on with independentcongress.com. Also another Tulsi Porter, Raheem Dragooski. Shout out, man, you my homie. Yeah? Now the thing is that, check this out, yeah? Oh, by the way, talking about Tulsi homies, right? Yeah? Look, Prince, I ain't mad at you, you know what I mean? I know sometimes we have a dust up. I mean, look, man, you were Tulsi Porter, we rode to New Hampshire together. Sometimes I act up, sometimes, I went so hard, man. I refused to let the Tulsi campaign quit. I fucking emailed them, right? Yeah? And I was like, I ain't fucking quitting. Come back, yeah? I refused to, yeah? Anyways, yeah. So, that's, Prince, I still love you, man. Who else was there? Patty, right? Yeah, Pat from New Jersey. Have you guys anything, or not really?
Not really. I know, like.
Much love to Pat too, man.
Yeah, a couple months ago, like, the people in the WhatsApp group were just worried that WhatsApp, Facebook would kind of crack down on people. So they've been moving chats and like. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with a lot of the people from the 20 campaign,
A lot of the Facebook groups splintered, changed into different things, changed back,
right, yeah. Yeah.
The Facebook groups are completely, like topsy-turvy, yeah? There's also a Discord server, but the Discord server got removed at some point, yeah? I don't know why.
Well,
I forgot. I might have done something, I don't remember. Yeah, go ahead.
Discord is just as bad as Twitter and
but I have my own Discord now, yeah, but I got kicked off of Twitter for now. I have another Twitter, djelf7, Squid Chronicles dead, yeah, now it's djelf7. I have a new Facebook too. I think the link's already up at djelf7.com. But let me talk about the Unified Platform. So I don't know if you know, but I interviewed a bunch of third-party independent candidates, right? Jonathan Martin, we still have him kind of on board. I got to get back at him again. We both got kind of busy, right? Primaries, all kinds of other stuff going on. But the Unified Platform is the Republicans and Democrats give us this fucking bullshit false choice. For example, right? Yeah, Green NYCHA, all the money goes to the developers. Where's the money for the fucking tenants? Where's the money for the people in the public? You know what I mean? So the thing, like, that's just one example, right? So they give us this false choice of either nothing or a corporate-controlled choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we could say there's so many things that we agree on. So we created a coalition of all the independents and Republican Democrats could join in too. We're going to have a common sense platform, you know what I mean, that forces them to have there's going to be the Democrat position, the Republican position, and we're going to have a huge coalition try to sign into this this unified platform of just common sense stuff that the 99% wants, right? And then try to get that passed and force them to have a conversation on our grounds. Make sense?
Right.
Yeah, boy. I think that's hot.
I think that's really exactly what we need, because we can have a stream like this or a YouTube page to break through this, the gatekeepers of information, the kind of the mainstream media narrative spin. We can break through that as much as you want, and the internet has been really good at allowing people with dissent to kind of flourish where it wouldn't have done before. But really, the next step is to start influencing the process itself. And we can learn any lesson from 2020, from this past New York City primary. It's about the process. If the establishment controls the process, your candidate, you can get as much candidate support, really, um, but really you're not going to be able to get any long-lasting reform that you really want, that the
Hey,
majority of the population wants.
when is your governor? When is your governor election?
This November,
Yo,
yeah,
what up? Yeah, that's a key
big
point, right?
primary.
Because also, right, I need to come out and get involved with New Jersey as well. New York, New Jersey is local, close, yeah. We can. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
issues we can force right now. Let me tell you actually about this other project that I'm working on as well, right? Yo, Tulsi people, holla back. You know what I mean? This is a real activist right here, yeah.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
talk about another thing, but later in a moment, right, about the tie, right, between the Tulsi community, right, yeah, and the other projects that I work with, and this huge coalition, right, yeah, and the place of Tulsi, the Tulsi community in that coalition, and other coalitions that I work with, such as MPP, etc. Yeah. So
Right.
the thing is that public housing right now, okay, during Obama's administration, there was something called RAD, yeah.
Hmm.
And the thing is that they're having trouble paying for repairs in public housing because they say the rent is low, right? Because it's income based. If you don't have a job, then you can't pay the rent, right?
Right.
So the thing is that, or sometimes on Social Security and getting like very reduced pay, so the rent is very, very low. Yeah. Sometimes they're paying like $2,000 plus, right? Yeah. Some of them got jobs and then now they're paying, right? The thing is that there's also Section 8, right? We'll talk. That's affordable housing, but we'll get to that in a moment. But let's go back to RAD. So the thing is that they say they're going to bring in money from the private industry to help pay for repairs to public housing, right? But they said that they're going to pay for the repairs. So what do you think that they? Why would the private industry, right, invest inside of public housing? What do you think?
Well, if it's a private industry, I'm going to have to go with the profit motive. Um,
Okay,
if the
yeah, of
government,
course, of course. Anything else?
if the government,
I'm
if
not
the
even
government,
talking. Okay, I'm not even talking about capitalism or socialism or anything like that, right? Yeah, but yeah. So wait, what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
well, you asked why private companies would pay to repair
Okay,
public
so the
housing.
thing is that they have to get something in return. They could have been given like maybe like advertising, right? Yeah, on the walls or something like that, right? But they're actually being given ownership of the property
Mhm.
itself. Okay,
Right. Right.
so the thing is that one way that this was sold as a possible good thing, right, was it was said that the people living in the property on the property, right, might repair, right? They call it sweat equity and might be able to actually buy the apartment. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and by the way, this is particularly attractive because of gentrification that happens in New York City. Some people owning those brownstones in Bedford Stuyvesant are now millionaires, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
And
okay,
they'll move people. They'll remove people once
you
their
know it.
property value goes up enough. They'll kick everyone out and then sell the property to big.
Depends on who owns the property. Depends on who owns it.
Right.
Now here's the rub right here. Okay, here's where it gets funky right here. So now the thing is, right, let me show you how in bed, right, yeah, the politicians are with the industry right here, okay? During COVID, during right here in public housing, anybody can confirm this, okay? Yeah? Guess what? Rent in public housing increased. They had a rent increase during COVID, right? Yeah? That would be the easiest fucking political battle to win ever, right? Yeah? Let's have a fucking rent freeze, right? Yeah? Like you can't increase the rent in public housing during a fucking COVID crisis. You get what I mean?
Right.
But the
Right.
politicians who ran had nothing to say about that because they're very developer based. These celebrities and pundits, they never talk to the tenants. They never talk to the little people. You get what I mean? So here's what's happening, right? Yeah? The little person might make $1 million off of that apartment, right? Yeah, but they don't know about it. The developer could make $200 million, 200 units. Then what happens is, right, they give 2 million to the politicians and say, shut the fuck up. We're buying this shit. So they're buying these properties without knowledge. Even though I heard in New Jersey and Long Island, people have already bought some of their properties. It may have happened here in New York City. I still got to do more digging, right? I know there's people interested in it. I don't know if they were successful. You know what I mean? But that's going on right now. So I think that may be happening in New Jersey as well because this is a national program. Remember Obama, RAD, right? Public housing, yeah? So in your community right now, you may be able to, like, some of the issues are when people are getting repairs done, they're finding that the company's not repairing what they asked for, but other things, right? Yeah, that were easier to fix or cheaper. You know what I mean? As just an excuse to buy the property. There's got to be a lot of more review of this deal that's going on. You get what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, back to the Tulsi community and our involvement, right? Yeah, in the coalition that we're building, right? Unified. The thing is that, right? I think that the Tulsi community is unfortunately very small. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
But I think that we can be trusted, and I think that we have very good integrity. And honestly, right, we're easy to squash, so we can be the glue that holds all the big pieces together. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah? Right?
Yeah.
We're not a threat to anybody. We're too fucking small. You get what I mean? So you can trust us, and we can be the glue that you can trust to be the intermediaries between the Republicans and Democrats, right? And the Libertarians and the Green Party that we already have shown ourselves to be able to work with in these coalitions. By the way, okay, this is interesting because this also sets up for not really a lot of the people in the Tulsi community in the YouTube space, right? I'm hesitant to say names, but you guys know who I hang out with, right? They've been questioning electoral politics as a solution. They're disappointed by these politicians, celebrities, stuff like that, and they think there's some validity to that, right? So the thing is that I think that people in the Tulsi community will be resistant to that because this affects Tulsi as their leader or whatever. You know what I mean? Or being put in that spot. But I'm just saying to them, right, yeah, just so you know, right, yeah, I love Tulsi to death, but I'll tell you the truth is that Tulsi doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that it's us on the ground, right, that will determine whether this can happen or not, right? If we can agree on shit, right, yeah, whoever's in charge, it won't matter who it is, right? Please, God, don't let it be Kamala. Please, God. Please, God. Please, God.
Please,
don't let it be Kamala.
No.
Please. Please.
I
Yeah.
take that laugh. I can't take that laugh one more time.
Please. Please. Yeah, but, okay? Please, God, let it be Tulsi. But, yeah, whoever's in charge, right, they can't stop if we all agree and get along and go together anyways. You get what I mean? Yeah? Again, they can trust us, right? We are loyal to our leader, right? But we're willing to, be the glue that holds it all together. You know what I mean? Either way, right? Yeah, we're hoping and we'll continue to work for that, but even if you can't agree with us, we'll still push forward and get the change and the aloha that we need. Fuck that, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, right?
Right. Yeah. Going back to the election in New Jersey this year. So it's New Jersey and Virginia. They have their legislative sessions, their governor races, in kind of the between year between the presidential election and the midterms. So I think this is especially when we're talking about our electoral prospects. It's very interesting. So after this election, I plan to, get into like this election analysis, which I think would be very, very important, because not only do you have a statewide race in New Jersey where you can see, who's voting for the Republican candidate for governor, who is most likely to get blown out, and you also have the legislative elections. So in the smallest kind of legislative districts in New Jersey, you can see where they're going as well. So I think you said before, like, people were getting, disappointed or frustrated in the lack of progress that you see. But I think that goes back to what I said before, where you can counter the media narrative all you want, but if you don't have the people on the ground doing the actual organizing, doing the actual activism, you're going to lose. And so you won't have the enthusiasm. It won't translate into electoral votes. So I think that's really important, is to just channel all this pent-up energy, pent-up frustration with the establishment. And it's not just a Democrat-Republican thing. It's like you said, it's all these third parties, because the third parties is really where you can influence the major parties.
We're also working with independents too, independents and third parties,
Right.
everybody, yeah?
Exactly.
Oh, one more thing too I just wanted to just kick out there is, just so you know, right, let's take a look at the forgiving student loan debt, right, yeah? Which sounds good on its surface, right, yeah? But let's notice that this particular plan says nothing about reducing the bureaucracy in our schools, about the
Right.
fact that our schools
Yeah.
are a horrible deal, right? Yeah, about the fact that the tuition is so ridiculously expensive and
Right.
should definitely be
Exactly.
cut down. The reason why that exists is because they just want to keep feeding the corruption and the bureaucracy,
Right.
right? Yeah, that honestly, right, there's a lot of intertwined between the government system, right, that funds these schools with these student loans.
Yes.
Yeah, so the thing is that, right, like, that's, right, once again, there's that third, right, option. That's what we're going to put on the unified platform. But, so, just so you know, I emailed every single student government in New York City. Every single one, because that's how I fucking do it, yeah? That's the djelf7 fucking way. Grind, motherfucker, grind, you know what I mean? I hit them all up, talking about this issue, and guess what? Not one of them fucking replied. Not fucking one of them. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to approach like DSA student groups. We'll see how that works out, right? Also, National Action Network has a group of libertarians. I don't know if you guys have one. Would love to contact them. If you are a fucking student, hit me up. You know what I mean? Whether you're a leader or not, but a lot of them don't know what they're doing. You have to put work in. If you're not ready to work, then I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're gonna fail. All right, so be serious about it. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, you're still connected in those schools, man. If you could reach out to them, also let's have a convention, right? Yeah, people are dying to hang out with other people again. Let's also invite them to the Discord. Yeah, djl7.com has the links to all my Discord, everything. Right? Yeah, get involved with the community. And definitely this vibe is good. I haven't seen this guy for fucking ever. Yeah, and yo, last time, like, yo, if the last time that this guy got a haircut was around the COVID, that's the last time I seen you guys, because I was gonna go out for Tulsi, and fucking during the COVID time I didn't give a fuck, and I was gonna get ballot petitions for New Jersey because they helped us in New York, and I stayed. And if I say I'm gonna do it, I fucking do it. Yeah, that's
Right. Yeah.
that's my
Exactly.
way. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I'm so happy to see you, man. Yo, I feel the
too,
old
Ed. Me
energy
too.
coming
It's been
back
a long
for real.
time.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah. I'm gonna be coming back eventually. I'll be moving back, I think, next year in the spring.
Mark's
Getting
been
up-
kicking ass, bro. Mark, remember Mark, right?
Yeah, I remember Mark.
Kicking some ass, bro. He's doing great. You've been following his disability work?
I haven't spoken to him in a while, but
He's come with
I'm
me to
sure he's-
Assange events. You know, and also there's something for a lot of candidates here in New York City. He contacted them. He's with 504 Democrats to help them, like, help different candidates put disability items onto their platform. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And whoever you are, right? So many of these candidates have no disability items on the platform. Some of these freaking candidates' websites are non-fucking disability compliant. You can just tell that they are going to overlook these communities. If they overlook these communities, the campaign, what the fuck's gonna happen once they're in office? Come on. Yeah? We will, yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that, yeah? So, I'm hoping that's something else we can try to clear up. What's something that you like to, is there anything that you might think about putting on the Unified Party platform?
Well, let's see. I think you mentioned Julian Assange. I think I think one of the most important things would be this a reaction against the kind of mainstream media disinformation that the fake news that you hear every day. I think
Yeah.
in protections against censorship from these folks, censorship on social media is a huge issue that pretty much everyone cares about, especially if you dissent from the party line, from whatever party that you belong to. Just Republican dissenters and Democrat dissenters are really, and especially independents, especially the third parties who are kind of speaking truth to power here. They're the ones who get the short end of the stick from these companies like Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. Because if you're speaking truth to power, power is going to come right back at you.
Yeah.
So I think putting something in the platform about social media censorship online is a huge, huge issue, and it's very popular among Americans.
This
If you ask
Saturday,
if you ask Americans whether they agree with Twitter kicking Trump off its platform, a lot of Americans will say no. A lot of Americans will say, I think you can't kick the he was sitting president at the time. You can't kick
Let's.
he
You know what
wouldn't
would be
duck.
really, you know, actually, I would think it would be mad funny to do it the other way, right? Yeah. Let's ban the American presidents, all the American presidents, from Burger Kings, from Wendy's, from the mall,
Right.
from
Yeah.
from attending the movies. Let's just make up stupid shit. Like, let's just ban them from everything for no reason. Our own president, right? Right? That would be the dumbest shit ever. It just sounds, it's hilarious, right? Yeah.
Right.
Our
Right. Well, that's
presidents.
the next step.
Let's
That's
lock
the
up our
next step.
president, right? Yeah. Let's for no reason.
Well, that's the next
For
step.
tweets.
It really is a pretty dangerous issue once you think about it. Because if Twitter can kick you off and say that, oh, you are a hateful person, you are not welcome in polite society, what's stopping Bank of America from doing that to you? And we're already seeing this. We're already seeing this from. There was a Delaware Senate candidate, Lauren Witzke, and her bank account actually got suspended. She lost pretty much all her she couldn't access her money in her bank account because whoever, I think a MasterCard it was, they got, once they get the slightest amount of flack from any of these phony MSNBC activists on Twitter, once they get the slightest amount of flack, you can lose your livelihood. And so that's really the most pernicious aspect of this. It's not that you can't speak on Twitter anymore, which is in and of itself is a big thing, especially because Twitter has such a big access to users. Because you can go on Discord and you can go on other sites if you want. That's the excuse. But once the banks and these insurance institutions, financial institutions start, coming after you, that's when it gets really, really dangerous and harmful to people. So putting in protections where you viewpoint protections, anti-discrimination stuff in the platform like that, I think would be immensely popular with people, because people are scared, and rightfully so. They're scared to speak out. They're scared to say anything because it's either the mob comes after you, or it's these large companies that you can't possibly go after by yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a very popular issue, and it could be like something that makes this coalition stand out from other coalitions.
Appreciate that. Yeah. I think this is going to be super huge. Yeah. We're going to be actually probably, I don't know if you know right now, but things are freaking crazy in YouTube land. Do you know about that?
Well, YouTube is just a
Cesspool of ridiculousness? I don't know. You could call it what you want.
Exactly. My words exactly.
Okay. Yeah. It's about to go on with, I honestly have a very rocky relationship with MPP right now, leadership. And that means that we are actually, there's actually dusts up with MCSC and Jimmy Dore, even Convo Couch at this time, right? Yeah. Which are deciding to back Jimmy Dore and MPP.
Right.
So, but to tell you the truth, there's a sizable number of people, right, that are coming loose from that. Now, the thing is that I'm still supportive of everybody, right? I don't want to cancel anybody or anybody's thing to be over. But in the end, right, yeah, the people will decide what we want to do. That's it, yeah? Maybe it's their way. Maybe it's another way. Who knows? But we're here for the people. Hell yeah. Down for that?
Yeah, and shout out to Jimmy Dore.
That's cool, yeah. He's done a lot of good work. Yeah. Cool, man. No doubt. What other stuff is coming up? Anything?
Well, like I said, I'm this election cycle in New Jersey, it's getting kind of down to the wire, and I've been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to really go out and campaign for anybody.
Do you have certain candidates you like?
Well, New Jersey is New Jersey, so
yeah, I feel you.
It's really a one party rule here. So any Republican candidate, any independent candidate has no shot basically of winning. But after this election cycle,
what about Chris Christie? Wasn't he Republican?
Right, but listen.
How did he get that?
New York New York City's had Republican mayors before, once in a lifetime. Things have got to be really bad in order to get Republican office, and maybe it'll happen this year. Phil Murphy has been absolutely terrible. Comrade Murphy has been terrible, especially on coronavirus. So I hope that people in New Jersey, my fellow Jerseyans, will wake up and kick this guy out. But honestly, I don't think how easily he won he basically ran unopposed in his primary. All that considered, it's really, really uphill battle. And I think both of us know how uphill battles are, especially trying to campaign for a Democrat, a dissenting Democrat like Tulsi in New York City. It's practically impossible the way the party machine runs these kind of states and cities.
Yeah.
But after this election is over, we got to use like the data, the statistics against the establishment, because we have access to this information. We have access to the platform, at least for now. So we have to really channel our energy in specific areas.
You know what's ill? Yeah, you know what'd be a really ill project for us? I'm down to help you with it, yeah?
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
An ill project for us, what I just got involved with a guy named Theo Chino was, he used FOIA requests, right, to get the whole entire list of all the voter database.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we could get that, that's very strong. We can also use that to help independent third-party candidates. A lot of companies charge a lot of money for that. But, I would be willing to do it for free for candidates that I think are right. And also, he just did it for anybody, to tell you the truth, right? Yeah? Just to be a free resource to democratize things. And also it taught him the process as well, which is ill, yeah?
Yeah, like I said before, it's the process, really.
Yeah, and we'll build, right, that relation with that voter base, right, and throw events for them and all kinds of things. And then when it's 2022 and 2024, we're gonna run this, baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hell
right.
yeah.
And it's really important, especially the legislative elections. So New Jersey is in the fall they're electing the governor and as well as the legislators for the state. So the state legislatures are really, really important. So we can think big. We can think big, like national level, like presidents, and state level, like senators and congressmen. But state legislatures are also extremely, extremely important. So influencing the process itself really starts with as small as possible.
I'm sorry, but I got a quick question for you, because you're actually cool with a lot of libertarians, right? Yeah? And actually quite a few libertarians don't like the electoral system. I know enough libertarians to know this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
electoral politics. So, right, the thing is that, right, I think they're a very powerful group. How can we convince them that this is worth their time? You, from a libertarian aspect, right, what convinced you as a libertarian to get involved with electoral politics?
Well, I think it goes back to just like this frustration we've seen before. Like you can try and try and try and try and try, but if you're not up there with the big boys, from at the state level, running these state parties, you're gonna get shut out from the party, from the rhetorical party, not the actual party. But I don't think you
the
can't.
Self-appointed leaders, you mean?
Right.
The self-appointed, yeah. Nobody elected them in. They just decided they were in control, and then took all the money and fucking used it in a fucked up way.
Right. Really, there's like a whole coalition of candidates and their backers and their donors and the
corporate campaign bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and the officials in the state parties that really decide everything.
Sickening. It's fucking sickening. Yeah, you're right.
I think that's where the frustration comes from among a lot of people. Is it's rigged against you, and there is truth in that. It is rigged.
I think this is going to help all the independent candidates too, because it's going to give people who vote for them a sense of being part of something larger. And I think because of the census, right? Yeah, and the redistricting, there will be a unique level of vulnerability in the electorate. Yeah, baby.
Right, and that the census and the redistricting in New York. I don't think New Jersey lost any seats, but I know New York did.
Yeah, but, they got to chop it up, but they're going to do it for them.
Right. So now we have 10 years until the next census to really get an understanding of how these districts are what these districts are made up of. The
Right
demographic.
now, Paperboy Prince, I don't know if he ran for mayor, right? Yeah, by the way, he was giving out free weed. Come through, hang out, boy. Come through, boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, yo, I got some stuff for you too, man. Hang out, yeah? What, yo,
Yeah,
come
I'll
to New
definitely.
York, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in coming back.
I got
and-
people in Jersey too, actually,
Yeah.
that from that YouTuber community. Yeah, you should hang out with us on Discord, man. Yeah, it's called the Yellow Brick Road. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, any New Jersey folks, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, we're all united, basically.
yo, I'm feeling so good. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so I think it's really important to not only focus on getting your message out there any way you can, but it's also about influencing the process in the right way.
Yeah.
So you can't, if you want to campaign across all of New York City to get Tulsi elected, it might not work. There are neighborhoods that just
Honest question for you. Do you think
Right.
Tulsi's running?
uh, well, I'm not sure. I'm not. Nobody really knows for sure. I think it's too. I think what she did in 2020, it'd be too early to just to hang up the gloves. You know, it's too early to give up. Uh, you know, she props to her for staying in as long as she did, and
She was
we know
serious. Yeah, she was serious.
right, and we know eventually she endorsed Biden, but
Yeah, that's
At
the
what
one thing that I
stage?
know, right? Because she said she would stay into the convention on the very
Right.
first fundraising thing. I remember because I donated. Yeah, that I got. But other than that, yeah, she's been 100%. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, but I'm not mad because I understand. You know what I mean? She, honestly, she's in charge of a lot of people, and people, I guarantee, people she knew died. I guarantee people that she worked with that were under her, responsibility. So, I respect that. You know what I mean? I can't. But when people are dying, you gotta show up, right?
right. Well,
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure if if she'll run for president again, but I'm pretty sure that you can expect a party switch coming.
One thing I've heard, it's just rumor, yeah, is that she's thinking about having a kid. It would really make sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's worked a long time, and when she's having a kid, right? Yeah, can she spend all her time doing this?
Right.
I don't know, right? Yeah, so she has quieted down. There's no doubt about that. She's still doing things though, right? It's not she stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She hasn't quit. She hasn't quit. Right now, she's just low profile. She's got, if she wants to
Yeah.
advocate and start a family with Abraham, I think everyone here would really enjoy that.
Hey, quick word too, yeah? If you join the Tulsi Local site, you can also get, there's some shirts and stuff they got out, some long sleeves and
Right.
stuff.
Yes, good
You know what I
merch.
mean? Yeah, so there's, special exclusive stuff. That's what I could say about that, but I want to see more stuff. Tulsi, I want you to organize stuff. I want to
Right,
hear
yeah,
you
we
say more
want that.
badass stuff, because you always be saying that badass stuff. We miss that for real. You know what I mean? Yeah?
I miss that. Yeah.
Roast them, get them, yeah, get them, girl, get them, yeah. Anyways, let's see what else. I want to do some shout outs right now, yeah. So shout out to Sarah, shout out to who else? People from New Hampshire, Reed, right? Lone Wolf Podcast. You know about these things? Reed, Coverdale, Dak, Merlot. Yeah. Oh, you do?
I know Lone Wolf.
Okay, cool. There's also Eric Jackman. I think he's doing some stuff. He's also on the Tulsi Locals, right? And Franco T. Turin, running in LA. He was going to run. And all the people at Yellow Brick Road. That's going to be Ali, Shadow, Band Refugee, Tender Lungs, Yellow Brick Road, Ali, of course, Alexandra. Have you heard of Ali Alexandra? She's pretty
No.
fucking cool, bro. Yeah. Can Caitlin, Detal. Sometimes people, are mad at me. It's alright though. I still love them. You know what I mean? Josh Davis. And I think propaganda. Yeah, his name is proper something else in the chat. Yeah. People you want to shout out?
I guess shout out to my friend Henry.
Okay. Also shout out to, I forgot, yeah, also shout out Max. Yeah, where did Max go? Yeah? Remember Max,
I
right?
have no idea. Yeah, I
Yeah?
know Matt. Yeah,
Max,
I know where
Max,
he went.
Max. Remember Max?
Yeah,
Tall white boy? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I remember Max.
Also there was Mohan. Let's shout out
Right.
Mohan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was showed up a bunch. Who else was there? Oh, what was that Indian girl's name? Sarah? I
Sure. I
forgot.
think
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, yeah? Siraj.
Siraj. Yeah.
Ram. Ram,
Right.
yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nitya was cool. David, right? David something. He's doing stuff. David Fight. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who else was there? Whatever. Yeah. Hey, if you mad because we forgot you, it's because you need to show up in the chat and say what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Come to the next one, Tulsi Tuesdays. Tell your friends. Yeah, 7 p.m. Yeah. Me and Cameron's definitely hanging out for some more. Yeah. And this
Okay.
and this grassroots thing, we're doing it every Saturday at noon. Yeah. So I'm gonna put out the email soon and try to get some actual candidates in. I've been slacking though. Yeah. This Medicare for All March was. Oh my goodness, you don't even know, bro. I was put down in handcuffs. No, I wasn't handcuffed, but I was forced to the ground by 4 cops with, and I'm not, those cops were very gentle to me. They were very nice, and they put me actually right behind the stage. So I was allowed to protest. They're very nice to me, and I appreciate them. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So,
I didn't hear about that. I never heard about that.
yeah?
You got detained for a bit.
No, don't even worry about that. Yo, green. Okay. Also, right? Yeah, in Oregon, I got this guy named Brent. Yeah, and actually, he's doing like a United Green. Right? He's a new independent Green Party, and he's also libertarian. So they actually have some kind of fusion going on out there. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we might even try to do a convention. You should come out with us. Yeah, actually, maybe
Absolutely.
we should try. We should also right have something maybe for the students. Right? Yeah, a back to school
Huh?
event. Right? Or maybe a convention. I think honestly, students are getting fucked more than ever. This generation's getting fucked
Oh
more
yeah.
than ever. You should be pissed the fuck off. Tell your adults fucking to kiss your fucking ass. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. Okay, fuck you too. Anyways, yeah. Tell the adults to kiss your fucking ass and take your future into your own fucking hands. The adults are fucking up for you and getting too greedy. Fuck them. Yeah, especially Bezos. Fuck that guy. Yeah, you need to take this back. Yeah. All right. Come on.
Yeah, coming from someone who just wasted 4 years of their life at NYU, basically, I can say that students are definitely feeling fed up with basically the NYU stealing your money to build a new dorm. So
Are you watching our chat, by the way?
no, I can't see the
It's,
chat.
it's about to start livening up because I just told a bunch of people, and they know, right? I said, yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna start pouring it. Anyways, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, it's my small little crew, but they will pour in. Anyways, go ahead, man. So, yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, well, students, I was trying to start up a a club at NYU for Tulsi, but that was right before literally we all got sent home for coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I was trying to start up. NYU had a libertarian club for a bit, but there were only about like a dozen people or so. Eventually, everyone on the e-board kind of split up. So I was trying to start that club again. But I think there's a well, since I'm I can't go back to the school unless I have special permission. But I think trying to reach out to those kids those kids again would be really
Listen.
helpful for us.
Okay. The thing is that, right, we can make it a very extremely, right, exciting proposition by inviting to events like, oh, we're doing this thing in Oregon. Who doesn't want to go on a freaking road trip? You know what I mean? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? People have been cooped up and they're ready to travel. You know what I mean? All the kids got freaking vaccinated, which I'm not happy about, right? But school made you get vaccinated, so fuck it. You could travel now. Take advantage of that shit, right? They made you get vaccinated. Fuck you, now I'm traveling. You know what I mean? Let's do this fucking event. I think it could be banging. Yeah, a student conference, yeah, regarding why the fuck is tuition so expensive, fuck you. You know what I mean? Yo, fuck these schools for real. Yo, you know who's buying the projects? You heard of, okay, Kips Bay, right? Yeah, that's like Midtown East. The public housing project was bought by Cornell Pace. These fucking schools that charge our kids $15,000-$20,000 a semester, right?
More than that.
Putting the, how much?
Well, let's see. I think for a semester at NYU is looking at around $25,000-$30,000.
Okay, okay, $30,000 for a fucking semester, $10,000 a month, right? Putting our kids into life fucking changing debt, right? Yeah. What are they really fucking getting for that huge fucking cost that you fucking saddled on them?
Exactly. Especially the past 2 years.
This is absurd.
The last half of my college, like my time at NYU, was spent sitting on the computer.
You fucking old people that fucking did this to the young people. When you are in the fucking nursing homes, we will charge you $10,000 a month. You fucking asshole. Do not do this to us.
I'm gonna use that to build a fancy new apartment building that you'll never get to go inside, with a gym and a pool and dorm rooms. Once you graduate, though, you can't go in there. So
you stay in a fucking dorm, man. You should give you a fucking for $10,000. They should give you a fucking goddamn pool, motherfucker. They should give you a pool. What the fuck, man?
I should.
You know what I mean?
I should just be able to go back to the library anytime I want and get a book or something.
Talking about these schools. I gotta pay for a
library card every time. It's.
Let's talk about these schools for a second, yeah? Who's buying the projects? Cornell Pace, right, yeah? Who's the largest landholder in the city? NYU. What they do is, right, they're tax-free because they're educational, right, yeah? And then they use all that money that they fucking sucked out of our kids, right, to enrich themselves, right, playing fucking real estate games, taking advantage, right, of the poor. You fucking assholes, right? Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. It's the most ridiculous, horrible scheme I've ever heard in my fucking life. It's outrageous.
It's a racket.
Right? And then they just take that, and sometimes these schools invest money into the fucking market, the stock market, because they're trying to. It became a financial scheme. And these bureaucrats, they think they're corporate fucking overlords of some fucking money machine. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Colleges is a huge scam and a racket. If you don't want to go to grad school, don't go to school.
Y'all should actually negotiate them prices way the fuck down right the fuck now. Right. Let me help you with that, right? It's election season, right? Wake these fucking candidates the fuck up, yeah? You want to pay $10,000 a month, you fucking asshole, or you want to go to these candidates and say, you know what? Have a maximum tuition, you asshole. We are fucking your children. What the fuck are you doing to us? Why? Right?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. Why? They can charge as much as people are willing to pay. Because there's such a huge demand for a useless college education, people will pay it. I'm in $20,000 in debt because I have $20,000 in student loans because I feel like I need to go just so I can put something on my resume that says I graduated from school. That gives you a head up. That gives you a leg up. And like big schools like NYU, they'll stay alive for a while. But smaller schools, they're losing money. They're going bankrupt. And the smaller schools that people can actually afford to go.
NYU just made the medical school free.
Right.
What about why not for undergrads?
Well, someone's got to pay. It's going to be the undergrads. It's going to be the liberal arts kids who got to pay. Right, they'll make it if you're not going to grad school, if you don't want to go to law school or medical school, if you don't want to be an engineer, there's really no point in spending all this cash and having all this debt that will weigh you down at least for a while after you graduate. Yeah. And let's be frank here, especially now since we're looking at this huge downturn in the economy. This business is shut down.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot more like critical look at the value of the education being provided. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you come out of college, you should be fucking
should
a badass, like you paid $10,000
yes,
a month. Like
yes,
you better
should
be some next level motherfucker. You know what I mean?
right.
Like
And
that's
for,
like paying an NFL. I could buy a fucking. Maybe I could even hire an NFL fucking player to fucking personal train me for that money. I better look like goddamn He-Man at the end of that fucking
right,
training.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you want results from,
Yeah,
and
that's a big
for people like
investment.
I'm one of the fortunate ones who went to a big name school like NYU. If
Yeah.
a lot of my friends are people who go to
Let's talk
smaller
about CUNY right
colleges.
now. Yeah, CUNY used to be free. Then they started charging. Now they're increasing the tuition by $200 every year. What about you guys? Is there something called, do they have automatic tuition increases?
They did increase tuition this past year. NYU is facing a right now. I think I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but they lost millions of dollars the past 2 years.
Oh, they
Hundreds
have
of
millions of dollars. Fuck them.
Right, they'll live. They'll live. They can survive.
Yeah.
Smaller schools like that, they're not. They can't afford to give good scholarships to kids.
They're
can't
charging
afford
children
to provide all
$10,000 a month. I don't see how they don't have a way to, you know what I mean? They have a lot.
NYU's got the money. They've got
Yeah.
my tuition just went to a new dorm. My tuition's going to pay the
All
the
they're doing with that money is
property
building
values.
things to make more money. That's all they're
Right.
doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're a
Yeah.
for-profit school.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up, man.
I'm not mad at it, right? But then the thing is that one of the reasons why it is so high is because student loans, right? Yeah, they play this
Yeah.
wicked game, right? You know what I mean? We should not support it at that level governmentally, right? It's becoming a real
Right.
problem. You know what I mean? That honestly, right, leads average people into huge debt, right? Yeah, we are fucking over
Exactly.
the average person right here. It's a
Exactly.
fucking huge ripoff. Don't do it to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Until
if you-
they fucking raise they better either fucking make that fucking curriculum or that training better be for 10 G's. They should have a fucking someone come home and suck your dick every night. Sorry, you know what I mean? That's crazy. What the fuck, you know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking money. I'm sorry, the way that I put it, I just maybe that's my comedy. Don't worry about it, you know what I mean? But what
there's
the
no
fuck?
kids not-
$10,000? She better look
Right.
fucking great,
Right.
man. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible.
Right. And
But-
you said earlier about like the
It's
student
ridiculous.
forgiving student loans.
What are they doing with all that
now-
money?
Yeah, well, forgiving student loan forgiveness is not going to solve the problem because if you worked your ass off to pay your way through school, you're not getting anything. You're not seeing any of that student loan forgiveness. And if you go
yeah.
to school and you go to school for I don't know, for a liberal arts degree or something from NYU, you're going to have your student loans forgiven. And
There's a
if
real
you-
dirty side to this too, right? Yeah. When you look at
Right.
this Epstein shit, you know what I mean? Remember that many times, Virginia Roberts, right? Many times implicated professors.
right, yeah.
But notice that none of them have gone down. Let's talk about what kind of environment you're in. A high stakes environment, career. Sounds very
Right.
similar, doesn't it, to that Hollywood thing? You know what I mean? And then, right, yeah, I literally know girls, right, from Hunter College, right, yeah, that are strippers, right, to pay their tuition, right, that are hookers to pay their tuition, straight up, you know what I mean? Is that really, and that's for CUNY. That's to pay for CUNY tuition. You get that? What are we doing to our children? And why? Right? You get what I mean? It's fucking insane. What kind of shit is this? I'm not right? Yeah?
It's messed up. It's messed up.
Yeah. And these professors have a lot of power over the kids. What do you think? You think nothing's happening? Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah, stay woke. Stay woke about college.
It's just the fucking party and fucking money fucking scam, bro. Anyways, sorry about that. There are possibly some good things about it, right? Yeah, but there's definitely a horrible, seedy side to it of huge excess and corruption. Yeah, so they're buying, right, public housing, right, yeah? And then there's going to be evicting them and gentrifying them, and why, right, yeah? In the name of education or whatever. Bizarre. Anyways, sorry to go off on that tangent, yeah? What else is going on?
That's pretty much it. I'm enjoying the summer right now. I'm enjoying the little bit of freedom I got being out of school. So, but yeah, once the summer's over, it's to work.
Yeah.
It's going back to trying to get what we want done. And how's the best way to do that?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out is how is the best way to influence the process itself.
Okay.
And it's not just
One thing that
Yeah.
I'd like to say about, like, in terms of influencing the process, right, with the unified party platform that I talked about earlier, how are we going to have the voting, right? How are we going to have the meetings and stuff that I could tell you right now, just from experience, right, of trying to do it before multiple times, right? Yeah. The thing is that I've looked at online voting, right, to maybe have people, like, vote in, but the thing is that it's hard to verify, right? Could be bots, all this other shit, right? Yeah. So actually, I want to do it in person, right? Yeah, online though. You know what I mean? So you get to see the person has to be on the screen. You gotta be able to see them, right? And then they can vote this way or vote that way. You get what I mean? But they have to be visible, and you gotta be able to confirm that there's someone actually fucking there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also,
Right.
I want it to be qualified where they're going to be candidates who are agreeing to support the platform. So I've actually had multiple people, once I release the Zoom call to the public, call and start fucking with the call. You know what I mean? And, like, screaming into the phone and stuff like that. And they'll just keep calling from, like, 20 different numbers. You know what I mean? You have to shut the whole thing down. So because of that, right, I want to have it as open as possible. That's on the Discord, by the way. All right? The mods will handle any stupid stuff like that happens. But, at this event, right, it's going to be for the candidates to agree for the unified platform for 2022. And remember, that's to challenge the false choices presented by the duopoly. We're going to kick out some common sense shit in their faces.
Right. Yeah, and that's what they deserve.
Hell yeah.
That's what they deserve.
Hell yeah. Yo, so when's the next time? What you doing for Labor Day, man?
Well, I guess I'll be here. I'm.
You ever thought
I'm
about
being
going to the
off-
West Coast? Remember
Uh,
Lisa?
No. Oh
No?
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember doing a podcast with her.
Yo,
Yeah.
maybe we down to all go out. You want down to go out to California for Labor Day?
California. I'll see about that. I'll see.
LA,
if I-
bro. You know, who's out there? James Roguski and Jimmy Dore is right in her neighborhood.
Right. Jimmy
You might be
Dore,
able to
yeah.
see a show, yeah? But I'm sorry
I'll
to
go-
tell you,
What is
yeah.
that? He films the show in his garage. It looks like his garage. He
That's
films
cool,
it.
man. I appreciate what he did for the game, but
Oh yeah.
we got a rocky
Jimmy
relationship right now. Yeah.
Jimmy Dore's a hero and a patriot. So
Yeah.
shout out to Jimmy Dore again.
That's cool, man. You my boy, and I get it. I get where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Jimmy Dore put in good work, and nowadays he's struggling, but I still respect what he did for the game. So thank you very much. Yeah, what up? Any okay, so I guess maybe we'll just end it there. Camera on my man. Yo, wait, hold up a second. Yeah, before you go, I want you to share, like, your social media. Definitely follow my boy right here. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I think the best place that people can get in touch if you want is on the Tulsi Locals page.
Hell yeah.
So I think my username is SlimmyJimmy855. So
I'm gonna follow you, man. I'm sorry I haven't been following you. I didn't even know, man. Follow you, man. Have you seen me on there?
Yeah, I see you on there.
Oh,
You
yeah?
got a shout out in one of her live streams, one of Tulsi's live streams, to shout you out.
She when? I think I remember something.
She answered one of your questions.
Yeah. That's cool.
I don't remember which one it was. I think it was probably
Yeah.
like around Memorial Day or something, or
I know,
4th of July.
I'm a little out there, but that's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so on
Yeah.
the local page, it's Slimmy Jimmy, so SLIMMY JIMMY 855.
Slimmy Jimmy, my boy. Cool,
And that's
man.
my Twitter handle, too. So.
All right. Slimmy Jimmy, I like it, man. Yo, you should start working out, man.
I gotta start work. You're right.
Start
I
with
gotta
15 push-ups, 5 sets, and try to get to 20. Right, 5 sets of 25, and that's
I
a
used
great
to
way to
do that.
start. Yeah.
I used to do 40 push-ups a day. Like,
Oh, that's good. Yo, I
yeah.
actually have. Let me show you if I have something cool. Wait. I made these. I made these little boxes. Hold up. See this right here?
Yeah, it's your.
So it
it's
can
your
get to 100. You see what I mean?
Nice.
This board is fresher. Yeah, I have been using that one. I have.
100
I have a
pull-ups?
stack of them. Huh?
100 pull-ups.
I can go to 1,000. You see what I mean? You see?
1,000
Over here.
pull-ups?
Well, I can't. Not in a fucking row. You know what I mean? Not in a fucking row. That's crazy. Yeah, but over here, right? Yeah, I can put like 100,
Yeah.
200 right on the side and then go back through. You know what I mean?
Great. Yeah.
So that's a cool board. I got a stack of them. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Hold up. Oh, let me get rid of the X-rated ones. Hold up, man. That's right. I got X-rated ones, motherfucker. Yeah, I got a stack of these. Yeah. I got a stack of these. See, you know what I mean? I use like different ones. You know what I mean? So just make it easier. Oh, I'll show you other thing that's cool. Hold up a second. Yeah.
Nice, dude. You got a point. You've been
Yo,
growing that.
It's looking good, right? Join the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Pictures and growing tips are there. And actually, just so you know, right now the weed, right now in fucking New York City, there's no fucking Burger King. There's no McDonald's of edibles. Curaleaf's trying to move in. Fuck Curaleaf, okay? We can organize our own markets now, okay? Start fucking making your edibles. Start talking to customers. Build your customer base. Come join the Discord, right? Share your recipes. Share, right? Other growers, right? Yeah, share your information. And you can get from anybody. We're not here to gatekeep or get in anybody's way. Talk to each other, right? If you want to, if people making edibles, they need a source to people to supply, right? Yeah, them. You know what I mean? And it's a huge market. Honestly, I think it's gonna be fucking bonkers. There's a lot of money to be made.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot.
New Jersey just legalized too, so
Yeah.
it's
You know
gonna
what
take a while.
fucking? You know what Cuomo, that asshole's trying to do? He's trying to illegalize growing fucking weed.
Right.
I could
so,
grow tobacco, you asshole. Why? Because he just wants all the money for himself.
Right. Right. This like this the system it'll control your weed too. So yeah,
You ain't controlling this bitch.
that's hilarious. That's awesome.
Looking good, right? Looking real good. That's right, baby. Yeah? Talking all
Hell
wild
yeah.
and reckless.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right. That's how we living,
I
man.
gotta come back to New York soon. I gotta
What
come
up,
back.
homie? What
Yeah.
up, man? Yeah. Let's go, man. Yo, I got some.
Yeah, next time I'm there, I'll hit you up.
So, yeah. What up to Miss G? I'm not going to say her name because she likes to stay on the low. Who else is in our community? I'm trying to remember. Yeah? If I didn't mention you, once again, it's because y'all didn't hit the chat. Next time, we're going to holler at you, alright? Bam! This link definitely on Tulsi Locals. Thanks again, Cameron. One love. djelf7.com.
Anytime.
Check that out for all the
Anytime.
links. God bless. I'm going to hit